Hey, what's up? Beautiful day here. Got some really cool knives to show you. Get myself situated here. Alright, so, man, I love knives. I just want to talk about them. It's been a little while, huh? So, man, these are some nice pieces in my collection. I got a couple Great Eastern cutleries. This one's Northwoods. Got a couple Japanese Lockbacks. We got the Moki and the Kershaw. Then we got a couple vintage Whittlers. Got the Cataragus and Cataragus. Got the New York Knife Company Hammer brand right over here, which just has. Man, let's just start right there because look at this. I'm gonna try to show you how nice these lines are, and just everything about this knife right here is quality. It's crazy. It's 100 years old, but man, when this was brand new, I mean, it's not too far off. This is pretty mint for such an old piece, but this is just, it's tight, nice. What a winner. What a winner. The lines, the action. Hammer brand. And look at this little clip. Whew. But they still gave it attention. Oh man, the action on this is just so nice. Oh yeah, man, I could look at this knife all day. This is one of my favorite knives that I own. And let's see, yeah, we're looking at it this way. What a winner from the olden times. This one is too. Some fiery burl. As you know, with something like this, maybe you only get like 75% in the video of how nice it actually looks. This pearl glows. Ooh, super tight. That nice swedge, nail nick. It's clean. This is feels a lot newer than it is. Cat. A little pen blade. Got the coping blade. Now, I am not an expert on the antique, so I hope this is legit, a 32-643. Maybe somebody who knows more out there can, hopefully not have to break my heart, because that is a winner of a knife right there. And if that's 100 years old, it's almost unbelievable. It belongs in a museum. Yeah, vintage is great, but let's check these out. And this one just came in the mail today, the Moki. But this one I've had for a long time, and my dad bought this for me when I was in high school. I think right around then, maybe middle school, maybe college, I don't know. But this is the Kershaw Wild Turkey. It's made in Japan, and this knife is sweet. Always kind of didn't abuse this one. I used it and pocketed it, but this was always sort of, I looked at this as like my nicer knife when I was a youngster, and you can see why. And here we are all these years later, and it's a winner. And this blade is just super slicey. This is a slice machine. Can you see it the way I can see it? I hope so. This is a nice blade. I love that blade right there. I'm gonna clean that off actually. A little bit, yeah. It just wants to slice. This is thin. It's got these nice long bolsters. It's got a little bit of heaviness to it because of that. The rosewood handles, it's like a gentleman knife right there that is still capable. And I would probably say the same thing about this Moki right here. This is pretty fresh. This I've never used. I just got it. It looks crisp, but I want to put some miles on this one because just look how nice that is. Oh. I mean, I think the blade is the star of the show here, but the first thing you see is these handles. Look at that bone stag. It's a cow bone that's been carved to look like antler, and they kind of treat it and maybe burn it or dye it or something. They make it shiny. Love how they make it shiny, but it's so textured. Like there's textures on the sort of the top layer, and then there's the canyons, and the canyons are textured too. It's like that's some cool bone, and it feels good. This is a little chunky. That feels good to hold it. That's, it's not as thin. I do love thin for a pocket knife. I've always kind of found myself grabbing the thin knives because to just have that different kind of feel in your pocket where you don't feel it in your pocket. It's there, but you don't notice it until you need it. Something like this is going to be a little fat and heavy down in the bottom of the pocket, or too big for a coin pocket, and but you find a way to carry it. It's got the lanyard. You know me, I don't like lanyards on my knives, but I don't know if it works. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna find a way to carry this because I just want to use it. This blade's like, it says use me. It's sharp and thin and slicey, and it looks good. It wants to cut, and I want to cut with it. All right, got some Great Easterns here. This one, I must have shown that one before. It's cool. This one I just got. It's cool too. These are both really nice. Start over here. Got the Great Eastern 74 Stallion. This one, a buddy of mine put a convex grind on there so that we can, oh man, just have that really nice edge. I'm not really that great at sharpening myself, so lucky I have a friend. Man, so the 74. We gotta talk about the 74 because that action, it's just so good. That's what I want. This slip joint feels like the way I want a slip joint to feel if I'm gonna carry it. The size is nice. It's full-size jackknife. You couldn't do whatever you gotta do. And the action's satisfying. It snaps open and close. It feels good in hand. I like how this one looks. Feels like this is the kind of knife that I want to have in my pocket, want to use it. I feel that way about this knife too. So I just got this. These are not easy to come by whatsoever. So shout out, you know who you are. Thank you for giving me a chance to trade for this. And whoo-wee. It's like, it's got that right amount of classiness, but it's gonna look so good when I start to actually carry it and use it. Now, one thing about traditional knives, I don't always carry one. They're kind of like more of a style points kind of a knife, and I like to actually use my knives, so this is what I always carry with me is my Bugout. I have a couple other Benchmades, but woo-wee, look at my Bugout. This is prime time. So this knife started out as the all blacked out version. I bought in like 2019, I think. It's still like a pretty new knife, or model even. It was a brand new knife that I got, but it was like, Bugout was a newer model for Benchmade. Now it's just their probably their best selling knife, or one of them. And anyway, so back then I got a rock scale handle for this. It's the milled out titanium. It's super light. I think right now with all this titanium stuff on it. So yeah, I changed the handles, the back spacer, and the pocket clip. All those are from rock scale, and it's just kind of the perfect look. And I also had a chance to upgrade to a M4 blade. So I used to have like the blacked out blade, which was cool, but this just looks and feels like a perfect pocket knife. So this is the reason why I really don't carry a traditional all that often. You know, if I know I'm going to go out and need something, this just does everything that those do, except it clips into my pocket, which is convenient. It opens and closes one-handed, which is convenient. It's super light, super thin, and super capable. This thing, it feels like a tank, and it weighs so little. This is just kind of, I mean, for me and what I do in my life, this is the knife that makes the most sense for me to carry, really, at any time. I'm never gonna, I'm not taking this camping, but for my everyday life, I don't need a hard use knife. I need this, exactly this, and exactly this. So these two, I pretty much always have these two, or something similar that checks the same boxes as these. And yeah, these guys, look how pretty they look. If you love knives, just what you need isn't good enough, obviously. I think anyone who finds this video has probably more knives than they ever need. And that's fine. We are lucky as knife collectors to be alive now, because there's never been a better time. You can find any knife you want from all over the world, any price, and you got so many options. It's true for knives and everything else. What are you into? You into watches? Yeah, great time to be into watches. You into pens? Yeah, great time to be into pens. I am just starting to get into pens because I love writing and drawing, and so I got this Tombow here. I've actually had this for years. I think this is a discontinued model because I was looking on their website, I couldn't find it, but I really like this pen. And it's a what do they call this kind of pen? It's a not a ballpoint, roller ball. That's right, a roller ball. So it kind of it writes a little bit more like a fountain pen where the ink flows out, but it's regulated with sort of with the same kind of ball that a ballpoint's regulated with. I guess I don't know that much about pens, but this one, when you find a pen that's a joy to write with or draw with, it makes you want to write and draw. So that made me realize that, yeah, maybe look into some pens. But you know, for functional carry, check this out. You got a pen. I use it all the time. I got a Bugout. I use it all the time. I got my mini Swiss. I use it all the time. This is the carry right here. That is, you know, what you need, what you want. Yeah, we got what we want, and we got what we need, because hey, we're lucky to be alive right now. We got a chance to collect some cool stuff. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed seeing the knives, and have a lovely rest of your afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you may see this. Hope it's a good one for you. All right, y'all take it easy now. Bye.